Stupid winter. What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Hey, as you know, I am in the state of Maine, and it's cold over here. So when we put things away, jet skis, motorcycles, things like that has a battery on it, you have to put a smart charger on it. So to do that, you basically just connect two wires to the battery and it plugs into the smart charger and off it goes. I like to make things a little bit more custom on my bike, so I've decided to do a few mods to make it look cooler. What I want to do is I want to do something a little bit different, and so that way it looks more like, you know, the plug is built in as opposed to just this cord just hanging here. So I kind of scoured Amazon and I found this. So that is what I think is the best thing for me to use. That way it'll look like it's supposed to be there, and it's not just a wire that's just hanging on the side of my bike. So now the big question is, where should I put this? Well, so let me go through my thought process and you can agree or disagree with me. But I thought it would just go right down here, right in the middle. The reason why I'm thinking that is because I plan on possibly doing some kind of a mod here where maybe I put in a new whatever, one of those aftermarket panels down here. So, which would be bad because if I did that, I mean, it would look good, but then it would hide my beautiful under fender washers. So anyhow, so it's just so I'm safe and I don't have to worry about any kind of conflict with such a part if I was to get one. I thought the best place to put it is right here. Now you're probably thinking, well, what about when it rains? Well, I gotta tell you, if it rains, I'm not riding. And anyways, that cap should be waterproof, so as long as that plug is connected and closed, it should be safe, right? That's the thought. So do I go for it? Again, it's one of those things where once I drill, I'm done. And I'm thinking, yeah, I think so. I think I should just do that. So, another thought that I had was, do I have to take this whole thing off to do that? And my thought was, I would just drill a hole right in the center, right here, from this side, and I would finish it off with the hole dozer. I measured the circumference, and it should be a 3/8 inch hole, which is this one here. So here we go, another hole dozer time. All right, wish me luck. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little screw, whatever the heck that would go in there, as my center point. So that should be the center once I drill into it. Again, it'll be right, if I can figure out where the thing is, be like right here. Okay, that's where I'm going to drill. Oh my God, here I go again. Whew. Okay, so just with my eye, basically just figured out that's where the center is, and I think I've pretty much got it, because if I look at the bottom, and I believe it is where I want it to be. Pretty much dead center. And now I will use the hole dozer to make that 3/8 inch hole. So that way that plug that I want to put in here will sit flush with the plastic. Okay, here we go. Hold your breath, or I'm going to hold my breath, and I'm going to go ahead and drill. And God, I hope I do it right. Here we go. Okay, the hole has been drilled. Now let me clean it up. Okay, so let's put the wire through. The good thing about this is the hole is actually big enough that it'll allow the wire with the fuse to go in with no problem. That's awesome. Okay, so now I want it to basically be just like that. Just like that. So now I have to drill out these holes so that I can put the screw and what have you, this nut and bolt on there, so that I can have it fully installed. I'm also going to put some black silicone right in here so that it'll be watertight. I don't even know if it really matters, but that's what I'm going to do. So, everything's going good so far. On to the next step. Last thing I need to do before I drill is I need to make sure that this relay is not going to get damaged in any way. So I've kind of moved it out of the way. It's going to have to just play it safe. Make sure that the drill bit doesn't go in too far when I do the drill. When I drill the holes. So. Here we go. Instead of using the regular screws that were with this kit, I'm going to use these instead. Socket cap screws, M5s, 0.8 by 12 millimeter. They're black, so at least from the other side, it'll look like, it'll hide it better. So let's see how this looks. So now that I've got all the 4 holes drilled for the screws, I'm going to go ahead and use some of this some silicone, and this happens to be black, so makes it even better. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll tighten it all up and I'll show you what it looks like. Just so you're aware what I did to the wiring, I basically just took off both plugs on both ends. I cut them off and then soldered them together. That way it'll go directly to the battery right to that plug. Yes, I could have left the plugs on there, but then I'd have all kinds of wiring inside that, and I didn't want it to be all cluttered. So by removing the excess wire, I think it'll look cleaner and a little bit more custom, I guess. So with the green light, that tells me that this smart charger is charging my battery. And let's see how this looks. There it is. Now the only thing I would probably say is that because when it's really cold, I probably wouldn't bend that plastic too much. Although, I mean, I don't think it would hurt, but I wouldn't bend it too much until it gets warmer, just to be safe. But plugs in there. Obviously comes out of here. It's like that. And the wires go to the battery. So everything's nice and neat. Everything's working. Mission accomplished. So, and that's what it looks like when it's just everything's put together. Everything looks good. No need to ever take off the seat now for charging purposes. Everything's just on the outside. Just take the cap off, plug it in, and you're good to go. All right, so thank you guys. It's been been a few hours doing this, just because, you know, I like to take things slow. But everything looks great. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully this inspires you to do your own mods, get creative, and also show it off. Put it on YouTube. I'd love to see it. With that said, WillNate35 signing out. Everybody take care. Be good to each other. Peace. Until the next time, see you later, baby.